Imagine being trapped, not in a prison, not in a war zone, but in an airport. A place designed for movement, for freedom. Yet for one man, it became his entire world. Welcome back to The Movie Hunter. Today we're diving into the incredible true story of Mehran Karimi Nasseri, the man who inspired Steven Spielberg's 2004 film, The Terminal. Born in 1945 in Iran, Mehran's life took a surreal turn when he landed at Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris in 1988. Why? He'd lost his identification papers. Some say they were stolen, others say he discarded them himself. Whatever the truth, this single moment plunged him into a legal limbo. Without papers, he couldn't enter France, and no country would take him back. So, he stayed for 18 years. Picture this, living on a red bench in Terminal 1, surrounded by the hum of travelers, the clatter of luggage, and the endless announcements. Mehran didn't just survive, he adapted. He studied economics, read books, befriended airport staff, and even kept a meticulous diary. That diary became The Terminal Man, his own written testament to a life stuck in transit. For nearly 2 decades, he was a fixture at the airport, a quiet, polite enigma to those who passed by. And then Hollywood came calling. In 2004, Steven Spielberg turned Mehran's bizarre reality into The Terminal, starring Tom Hanks as Victor Navorsky, a man caught in a similar bureaucratic nightmare. While the film adds a dose of Spielberg's signature warmth and humor, like Victor's romance with a flight attendant played by Catherine Zeta-Jones, it's rooted in Mehran's story. But here's the kicker, Mehran reportedly got a $250,000 paycheck for his story, yet he stayed at the airport rejecting offers to leave. For him, that terminal wasn't just a trap, it was home. By 2006, illness forced Mehran out of the airport, and he spent his final years in a Paris shelter. But in a twist of fate, he returned to Charles de Gaulle in 2022, just weeks before his death. At 77, he passed away in the very place that defined him, closing the chapter on one of the strangest lives ever lived. The Terminal might be a feel-good movie, but Mehran's story reminds us that reality doesn't always get a Hollywood ending. It's a tale of resilience, identity, and the human spirit, trapped not just by borders, but by circumstance. What do you think? Could you endure 18 years in limbo? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this dive into the man behind the movie, hit that like button, subscribe to The Movie Hunter, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next cinematic adventure. Until then, keep hunting for the stories behind the screen. See you in the next one.